Hi guys, my name is Kelly. I'm a marketing and execution coach. I help entrepreneurs make a plan and make it happen, leading them to more visibility, more sales, and more success. So welcome to this video. It is going to be 16 types of pre-made digital product that you can make. I'm going to go ahead and type the subject in the bottom. So for people who are dropping in and out, you guys know what we're talking about. I wish I could do this before I went live, but they don't let you. So 16. And there's probably, honestly, I'm not going to say probably. There's more than 16 types of digital products you can make and sell for your business, whether it's service-based or product-based. You can make all of these. But I'm going to do 16 because that's just what I came up with literally off the top of my head in the past 15 minutes. I knew this was the topic I wanted to do, and I have a list that I used to use all the time that I would just give out to my clients, and I could not find the list. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to write some off the top of my head, and that's what we're going to go with. I've been talking a lot the past few days about digital products because digital products is the basis of passive income. And I don't think a lot of people either know that or understand that. So I like to do this video periodically just so people that weren't following me before who may have missed it can get this information. I should put this video on YouTube. I don't know why I haven't yet, but maybe I'll put this one on there. So for digital products, the reason why it's the basis of passive income is because your passive income is comprised of the money that you make while you're sleeping, as you heard sleep coins, some people say, or the money you make when you're not actively working or not at your computer. So like I'm on here talking to you guys on live right now. If I get off of here and I've made money, it's passive income because I'm not on here like bye, 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 bye. And even if I am saying bye, 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 there's still a whole bunch of other things that people can buy while I'm sitting here talking to you guys on live that will automatically go to their inbox, and there's no extra work for me to do. And that's like the beauty of passive income. Is like I can chill. Like I can chill and do what I want to do, spend time with my family, go on vacation, take a nap. Like sis, whatever floats your boat, you can do it. Okay? So I'm sick again, because I just had the flu like last month. I'm sick again, so if I'm sniffling, I'm so sorry, but y'all are getting this information today, okay? So the first thing is an ebook. That's what we see most often. We see people making ebooks. They type up the information that they know. They design it to look all nice and pretty in a downloadable PDF. You go, you pay for it, it comes right to your email, you get all the information, you make money off of it, it's beautiful. Or you make your life better, right? So ebooks, very common. The second one is a workbook. So workbook is literally the same thing as an ebook. The only difference is in a workbook, it's more applicable. I had to pause when I said that because I'm thinking like, is it okay to say that? Because an ebook you can use to apply to your life, but it's a lot easier to apply a workbook than it is an ebook. Because a workbook has those sections in it where it makes you like stop and fill things out and answer questions. So I feel like you learn a little bit more from a workbook, but I guess that just depends on your learning style. I'm a fan of workbooks because I like to print things out and write them down and really apply as I'm reading, because that makes me remember and it makes me interact with the text, and I feel like I get more out of it. So workbook, but ebooks are still good, just depends. So workbook is also good. Number 3, worksheets. Worksheets is going to be even less writing and more straight to the point. Here's the question, answer it. Here's the question, answer it. Like I have a set of worksheets that I sell for, like if you don't know how to build your website, you get like a kit of 6 videos that helps you build your website, and it has worksheets with it. And the worksheets are literally like the About Me page. Answer all these questions, smush it all together. That's what goes on your About Me page. Answer all these questions, smush it all together. This is what goes on your contact page. Like worksheets are like way less explaining and more like you already know what's going on here. You just need to get it together. So answer these questions and fix your life. Like that's what a worksheet is. A lot straight, faster to the point. Okay. Number 4 is an audio class. Audio class is really, really, really good. A lot of people overlook this, and I do not see a lot of these being sold. And that says a lot for me because this is what I do for a living, and I'm on social media literally like 12 hours a day. Not always on this page, on various different pages, managing various different profiles, interacting with people from all different kinds of industries. And out of the amount of digital products that I see every single day, I would say less than 10% are audio classes that you can buy, okay? There are podcasts that are free that you can listen to, which is totally great, but sometimes you need a little bit more out of a podcast, and I understand that requires that you pay, but where is the opportunity for me to pay? Like, I listen to podcasts all the time, and I swear to you guys, if my podcast people that I listen to, the people that I listen to that I'm fans of, if they released a paid-only version of their podcast, I would pay for it in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Because here's the thing with audio classes. You can listen to them in the car. That is a huge game changer. So if your ideal client is somebody who works a 9 to 5 or somebody who has a commute or is in the car for at least an hour a day, then you might want to look at releasing a paid audio class. Like, they can pay for it and then they can come back and listen to it whenever they need to. But it's not necessarily something they have to be watching, even if it's you on video, okay? So like for me, all my classes are video classes because usually there's a whiteboard behind me. It's got information on it. Like, it's like kind of hard. For most of my classes, it's kind of hard for you to listen to them and not be looking at me because I'm explaining things and I'm writing stuff down and all that kind of stuff. But if it's literally something that you can explain or talk through and give examples of that doesn't require someone to be looking at you, please offer it as a video class and then offer it as an audio class as well, because hello, we like, it's this America, we commute, we get stuck in traffic. Like, I live in Atlanta, and if I know I'm going to be in traffic for 2 hours, I'm listening to some audio class. And when I get home, I can be a lot more productive. Or when the next time I sit down to work on my business, I can be a lot more productive because I'm remembering all those things that I heard about. And I listen to things more than once too. So people would get a lot out of listening to your audio class more than once. So audio class, definitely a great digital product, completely slept on. If your ideal client is a 9 to 5er or they commute at all anywhere, or if they're in their car, please consider offering that, okay? Maybe I should like take my own advice, right? Number 5 is a guide. So that's just going to be something like an ebook, but a guide's a little bit more instructional. And when you buy a guide, you're looking to get a specific result. An ebook, you may just be reading information. You want to learn a lot of things. You know, you want to just absorb with an ebook. With a guide, it's like, okay, I know this is what I want to do. I need someone to walk me through step A to step B so I can get this done. So that's what a guide will be, okay? Water. Yeah, yes. I listen to like 3 books a week. If I know I'm going to be commuting that week, I'm already like buying books on audio. Like, okay, what 3 books can I get through? Because I know I'm going to need them. Number 6 is an email challenge. So a lot of people do challenges. They'll create a post on Instagram and then they'll just release the post and hope that people stay consistent. And it's like, you want to hope that works. And some people will, but most people won't. So even if your email challenge is free, now, first of all, you can charge for your email challenge, and you should, because this is a list of digital products for passive income, not passive whatever, okay? But if you want to at least benefit more from a free challenge, I would require it to have an email sign up and you offer it to them as an email challenge. So that just means instead of drop a comment on my last post and I'll send you the link for it. Instead of you posting every day on Instagram for the challenge, you would take those same graphics or take those same captions and just schedule them as an email sequence to be automatically delivered. And you would make a landing page and people can go and sign up and join your free email challenge. If you want it to be paid, it's the exact same information. You would just create it as a product on your website. And once those emails come through right before the challenge starts, you'll just export everyone who purchased that specific product, and then you will upload them into your email sequence and they'll all get the email sequence. Like, right? Beautiful. Perfect. So yes, I offer one-on-one business coaching. Send me a direct message and I'll send you the link. So that's an email challenge. I love email challenges because it takes long processes and things that tend to be overwhelming, and kind of breaks them down into a day by day. Like you could take an ebook and break it up into an email challenge. You could offer it as an ebook and an email challenge. It's like repurposing content. This lock right here, I know y'all keep seeing me go like this. It's doing its own thing. Like it does not want to, I'm going to hide it. It does not want to stay down. So yes, email challenge is number 6. Oh my God, I'm only on number 6 and there's 16 of these. You know how much money you would have made with just those first 6? Number 7 is group coaching with pre-recorded videos. This is one of my favorite. Lord Jesus, I love this. Okay. I love group coaching because not only are you able to help more than one person at a time, those people usually bond with each other, which creates a better experience, because it's a lot easier to like go through stuff when you have someone else who's going through the exact same thing. So I love group coaching experiences. I think it's like a really awesome environment to foster growth. And so I try to offer group coaching experiences as much as I can. But if you make them with pre-recorded videos, it's actually passive income because you don't have to be as present as you have to be with one-on-one coaching. Okay. One-on-one coaching is really great too because, and it's not on here because it's not passive, but one-on-one coaching is still really good to do because when you're one-on-one coaching, you can get that person a lot farther, a lot faster because it's just you and them, and you know specifically what they need, and you start to understand the way they communicate and their progress and the way they get things done, and you can give deadlines and stuff. So one-on-one coaching is like really a fast track, but group coaching is still good as well, and it's a great place to start if you've never had coaching before. Group coaching is an excellent place to start because it's a little bit lower on the cost end usually. And like I said, you get to bond with other people that are going through the exact same things as you are. So it's a different experience. But for your group coaching, I recommend starting with a 4 to 6 week group coaching program. You release one video. I usually release one video every week, but I've seen programs where people release 2 videos every week or 3 videos every week. It just depends on the type of content you're teaching. Just make sure you're not overwhelming people, because like being able to sit down for 3 hours a week and then also do homework, which will probably be like 6 hours a week, that tends to be a lot. So that's why I only release one video and one set of homework per week, because that gives you all week to sit down and watch that 45-minute video and do the homework, which is probably going to take another 45 minutes, right? So pre-record the videos. You can schedule them you can use Facebook for free, create a private group, make sure that everyone who purchased your group coaching is put into that group, and then you can schedule your videos and homework to release every week the same day at the same time. I usually do Sunday nights because that's when people are like sitting down and ready to like focus and work on their business, but you can do any day. It could be Mondays, it could be Wednesdays, but it's passive if you pre-record the videos, because all you have to do is make sure that everyone who purchases the group coaching ends up in the Facebook group. And then everything else is pre-scheduled. And I would say once or twice a week, or put the Facebook app on your phone. So when you get a notification that people are in the group and they're talking or they're asking questions, you can just chime in, right? So that's for group coaching, number 7. Number 8, physical book drop shipping. So if you write and design a book and have it drop shipped by Amazon, or what is the other one? No. Just Amazon. There used to be another one, but it's not in service anymore. Like they're not in business anymore. I can't even remember what the name of it was, but you can use Amazon. That is passive because once you write the book and you put it up on Amazon for sale, like people buy it and you don't have to worry about shipping it. So people can be buying your books while you're taking a nap in a beach in Hawaii, and like you're making money. Okay. If you want to create a physical book, if you want to write your own and design a physical book and ship it yourself, you can use thebookpatch.com. That's what I use. I have designed, written, and sold. No, I said that out of order. I have written, designed, published, and sold 6 different books. So that's the resource that I used for the last 3. I love it. It's amazing. So you can use that. Number 10, a webinar. I consider a webinar to be passive. Some people would not consider that to be passive because you have to be present, but you only have to be present for an hour. Like if your webinar or your class that you're teaching online, which is basically what it is, then you only have to be there for 45 minutes. So after that, when you sell the pre-recorded video, that is completely passive. So if you are willing to do a webinar and charge, here comes the math. I'm not going to do it on the board today, even though the board's behind me. But if you do a webinar and you charge, let's see, $20, right? If you charge $20 to get in and you have 30 people sign up and the webinar is 45 minutes long, that is $600 that you just made in 45 minutes. I consider that to be passive because the numbers are a lot larger. So if you would like to make $600 in 45 minutes, you are in the right place, okay? And then after you make that $600 in 45 minutes from selling a $20 webinar to 30 people, you can write those numbers down if you want to use them later. Then you can take that video and sell it afterwards for a little bit more, because here's the gimmick, you guys. You get the video for cheaper if you show up to the live session, because no one likes teaching to themselves. So I am going to give you a benefit to showing up live. And also when people show up live, they ask questions. And as an entrepreneur, you want people to ask questions because that gives you a chance to show your expertise to actually help people, because why the heck are you running a business if you don't want to help anybody? This is not for you, okay? So you want people to ask questions so you can answer those questions. And this is great. Questions help you do your job better. Like, you'll realize all of the holes in your teaching, all the things that you should have did that you didn't do when people start asking questions. So you want as many people as possible to be there live so that they can ask as many questions as they possibly can. I don't care if questions takes an hour after I'm done teaching. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for asking questions. It helps me be a better coach / consultant. So yeah, webinars, $600, 45 minutes, best invention ever. Thank you, Jesus, for the internet. Number 11, PowerPoint slides. A lot of people learn really well from PowerPoint slides, and I think it's because in college, they brought us up on PowerPoint slides. Like, to the point where if somebody had a PowerPoint slide on how to fix my dishwasher and my dishwasher was broken, I would buy that before I buy an ebook, because the PowerPoint slides are going to get you way faster and straight to the point. PowerPoint slides, people sleep on those, but you know what? That is like, it's like bullet points to get your life. It's like reading an ebook a lot faster. So I still value PowerPoint slides. And like I said, a lot of people were brought up on PowerPoint slides, and that's how they were taught to learn. So they're going to learn a lot more from that. So if you have to also think about, okay, if your ideal client, for example, if your ideal client is somebody who has a master's degree, that person probably responds really well to PowerPoint slides because they went to school for how many years and that's all they had. So PowerPoint slides, super good. People will pay for those if they're good. Especially, that's not a word. Especially, it's especially. People will especially pay for PowerPoint slides if they can use those PowerPoint slides in their own presentation. So for example, if you're having a webinar and you pre-record the video and you send me the video, I can make some matching PowerPoint slides and send them back to you, and that'll make your presentation better. Or if you know somebody is going to be teaching on, like, for example, this is a really good idea that I never thought of selling before, and I'm having it right now in this live video. But if there's something that you know people are going to be teaching, so like if you're a business coach, you're probably going to be teaching target market, you're going to be teaching how to create your own ebook, you know, how to start selling online. I can pre-make little PowerPoint slides, like kits of PowerPoint slides, and sell those because you're going to need those to teach your class. So if you're in an industry where people use PowerPoint slides, you can pre-make those and sell them to people so that they don't have to do the work, because some people don't like making PowerPoint slides. But hey, that's how we learn, and that's why we use them. All right. Number 12, case study PDF. This is another one that I do not see a lot, but we grew up on these. Like, we grew up. It's crazy how the things that we were taught, the ways in which we were taught, are not the ways in which we teach people. It seems like we would take all the ways that we were taught and we would use those to teach people, but we really don't. So here's the case study PDF. So a case study is literally just a bunch of different examples of why something is the way it is or why something works. We learn a lot from examples. Like, it is honestly, that's why at the top of instructions, there's instructions and then there's an example or for example, because we need an example to get our brain going. So you can sell those examples. A lot of doctors and people in the STEM field, they use case studies, but outside of that, there's not a lot of people using them, but I don't understand why, because we all learn from examples. It doesn't matter if you're teaching me how to bake a cake. Sis, I need you to show me an example, because if I read these instructions, I may still mess up. Like, I may not, but I may still, and I would rather have the example than not have it. So I'm willing to pay for it. If I don't want to mess something up and I don't want to waste any extra time than what I have to, or any other time than what I've already wasted, I would love to pay somebody for their examples, right? So in this case, if you are like a relationship coach, you can have like 5 or 6 scenarios. These are stories of different types of relationships. And each of these, there is some sort of verbal or physical abuse going on. That is perfect for someone who's trying to figure out if they're in an unhealthy relationship. They will buy that. Okay, they will buy that, but it's not something that we think about selling because we're not in the medical field where they use case studies. But all of us can use case studies, right? For me, definitely, I should totally release case studies. But these can be like different clients that you've had. I wouldn't do it based off of the clients that I've had. I would probably make an example based off of the client. Obviously, not use any of their names. Don't use anything that could possibly hint to those people. Change the numbers, but still stick to the same ratio or the same premise. But it could be examples of ways that businesses succeed. If you want the link to my YouTube video where I show you how to take these ideas and make money with them, send me a direct message. I use examples in that video, and I use examples in a lot of my videos to kind of just help you wrap your brain around what you could be doing or what you could be selling. But yeah, sometimes people need examples so that they can see, like if it's a real life story, or if they're reading something and it feels like someone's telling them a story, their brain is more open. I don't know if this is scientifically accurate, but their brain is more open and they're able to see better. Like, oh, I get it. Oh, that applies to me. That's what I need to be doing. That's what happens when you look at examples. So case studies, PDF. Number 13, a compiled resource list. A compiled resource list. This is where you take a bunch of different resources that it would have taken someone a million years to find. You put them all together in a list and you sell it, okay? My mother owned a natural hair brand. She just recently gave it to me, but she owned a natural hair brand. She took all of the natural hair salons in the United States, every salon that she could find on file that was registered as a natural hair salon, and put all of their contact information into one large PDF of every single natural hair salon in the United States of America, and sold it as a list. Heck yeah, because somebody's ideal client are people that own salons, or people that do natural hair, or people that sell natural hair products. They're going to make a ton of money off of that list. So it took all of those resources that it would have taken a million years to put them together in one easy to find PDF and sold it. Same thing with me. I'm pregnant. I am going to have a natural water birth. A lot of people do not know where to find doulas or where to find midwives in their community. For some of us, it's easy. For some of us, it's not easy. So what I'm doing right now is everyone who's sending me resources on doulas that are in their area and midwives that are in their area, I'm putting that all together into one PDF so that people can download it for free. Because if that's how you want to have your child, you should have access to those resources that are easier to find, or at least have access to those resources for free. But I've never heard of one, so I'm creating it. There may be one, but I've never heard of it, so I'm creating it. So it's the same thing. If you can take resources and things that people are looking for, compiling it into a list, and selling it, then sell it, because people will pay you if you're saving them time, because that time is costing them money. All right, number 14, the last three here. Number 14, pre-made contracts. If you are good with contracts or writing, or if you have a background in as a paralegal or a lawyer or something like that, I would say pre-made contracts. If you don't have a background in any of those things, I'd probably stay away from that one because you could like mess up and mess people's stuff up. But if you have a background in any of those things, pre-made contracts, people are definitely going to pay for, you know, contracts to work with clients, contracts to work with influencers, definitely business to business contracts, partnership contracts, collaboration contracts, all that kind of stuff are things that all businesses need, and we will gladly pay for them. I'm speaking for all of us. We would gladly pay for those things so that we do not get bit later on, okay? Bit later on. Number 15, pre-made social media graphics. If you're on here and you're a graphic design artist, anything that you can pre-make as a graphic and sell any type of template, that would be awesome. That is completely passive. I do the non-passive version of this by making people custom Instagram graphics because it's hard for me to sell pre-made templates. I like to make things custom to people. Like, that's the enjoyment for me. So it's kind of hard for me. But if you want to pre-make social media graphics, like, people would totally buy those because it saves time. And like I said, anything that saves people time is going to save them money, and they're going to be willing to pay for that. Last but not least, on my list of 16 types of digital products, number 16, pre-written emails. I put this on here. This is really for businesses, but I put this on here because I firmly believe that anybody can pre-write emails, okay? Even if you're not selling to a business coach, you can pre-write emails if you know enough information to catch somebody's interest. So like, if you're into the beauty industry, you can pre-write emails for the beauty industry. If you're into life coaching, you can pre-write some emails. Hey, here's 10 general emails on these 10 life coaching topics. It's in a bundle. It's $49. Grab it. Super easy, okay? So those are my 16. You guys are probably going to see me release a few of these as I get closer to putting myself on maternity leave. I'm going to start releasing a ton of digital products that are going to help you guys really get things done while I am away taking care of the spoiled baby. But yes, I'm going to be using these. You guys should be using these as well. I'm going to run through these 16 really fast, and I'm going to add this to my Instagram live. Let me pre-warn you. I have only recorded this with my phone. This is Instagram live. This video was longer than 10 minutes, so I cannot add it to my IGTV. I'm going to try to split it, but it may not let me. So if you want to watch this video, or if you're friends with somebody who's an entrepreneur and they would benefit from this, you need to send it to them in the next 24 hours or else it's going to be gone forever. That's what I'm going to say because I don't think it's going to let me. All right. So number 1, ebook. Number 2, workbook. Number 3, worksheets. Number 4, audio classes. Number 5, guide. Number 6, email challenge. Number 7, group coaching with pre-recorded videos. Number 8, physical book with drop shipping. Number 9, pre-recorded video class. Number 6, a webinar, which then becomes a pre-recorded video class. Number 11, PowerPoint slides. Number 12, a case study PDF. Number 13, compile resource list. Number 14, pre-made contracts. Number 15, pre-made social media graphics. And number 16, pre-written emails. That's all I have for you guys. If you have never purchased from me before, I have a code for 40% off right now if you are a first-time buyer, but you have to send me a direct message for that code, okay? If you have a to-do list, also, if you have a to-do list and you've had things on it since January, it is now March, we're coming to the end of the first quarter, email me your to-do list and I will tell you what's on that to-do list that I can do for you and give you a price. Straight up, and you can decide, hey, I want to do this myself, or hey, I would rather pay for this and get it off my to-do list.